Shit. Okay, music still playing. Okay.
You're in tune to the Powerhouse Radio, linking the world to the Caribbean. You're in tune to the Powerhouse Radio, linking the world to the Caribbean. Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on the Powerhouse radio station are those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The show, found on the Powerhouse radio station, can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or conditions. Opinions stated by various contributors to the Powerhouse Radio and its programming are not to be considered as endorsed by the Powerhouse Radio station. Visitors are urged to use their own discernment to draw their own conclusion. We emphasize the importance of keeping an open mind.
Yes, greetings, Massive and crew. How you all are doing? Hoping that you all are fantabulously fabuloso. Well, welcome to another edition of Reasoning Thursday, and we have some serious topics as normal, as usual, to reason on with each and every one. But before we get into our reasoning topics, let's go on and sing the respecter happy birthday. How about that? It was the big man's birthday on the 12th, on what, Tuesday? So
Yes.
go shorty, it's your birthday. We
I'm
gonna
gonna party like it's
it's
my
your
birthday.
Happy birthday.
birthday to
To me,
happy birthday
to
to
me.
happy birthday, the
Respect.
respecter. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Thank you very, very much.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, to respect. I'm hoping that you've enjoyed your day and that you see another 150 more. You know what I mean? In good health and strength and all of those things. Yes.
Yeah,
Blessings upon blessings to you.
tomorrow night should be very nice.
Yes. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night it is all about the respect a big bad birthday bashment that's going to be going on, and I have some information on that. I'm going to drop it and let you all check it out and those and all of these things. So yeah, so big up to you, the respecter, right? And happy birthday once again to you,
I
and
appreciate it.
wishing you all that your heart desires and then some. Alrighty. So
Awesome.
folks. Yeah, folks. It's all about why is it not coming up? About the respecter. It's all about the respecter. Birthday bash. So make sure that you go on. You want to give them some information, the respecter, about your
Around 8 o'clock,
your Earth Strong.
487 North Stone Mountain, Lightonia Road, and that's in Lightonia,
And what else?
too far from the village of Stone Mountain.
Okay. And what else? Give us some. Come on now here, promote the thing, no man.
Charger gonna be there, man, and DJ VJ Smiles, Aja, Melon, all the artists in Sun, man, gonna be there. And hopefully more woman who's looking for us, you
All
know.
right. All right. So you have the man them that's gonna be in the house. You
Mm.
have the woman them that's gonna be in the house, and you have yourself that's going to be in the house. Enough niceness. And is there a cover charge, anything like that that the masses need to know about?
Only thing, yeah, it's free entrance.
Okay.
Free, you
All
know.
right. All right. There we goes right there. We have the Respecters big birthday bash Friday, May the 15th. That is tomorrow, folks. It's right up there on the board. Alrighty. And once again, it's 487 North Stone Mountain, Lithonia Road, and that's in Stone Mountain. Music by DJ Charger and Hard Drive. It's free entry. All right, free entry, folks. So make sure that you go 8 p.m. And the respecter says he joyfully invites you to join him in celebrating another Earth Strong. So blessings to you. Happy birthday to you. You bring good friends and good behavior. Good behavior can big people business. No, no, yeah, good behavior, right, respecter?
Real big people thing.
Real big people thing. So is the flyers right here. So folks, definitely come on out and full joy. The respects birthday bashment that's gonna be taking place. Alrighty. Well, massive and crew. So respect, do you want to say greetings to the masses?
Welcome once more. Thanks for your constant supporting of us. Don't stop.
Right, queen of all queens, what a go on.
Not a thing, not a thing, not a thing. I'm here, I'm here. Welcome, welcome everyone. Happy birthday again, the respecter, whenever it is. And enjoy tomorrow, Friday. Okay.
All right. Jai, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
Jai, the baby of the bunch. Okay, I don't know if Jai is having technical difficulty or she's dealing with motherly things and all of those things. But anyway, greetings once again. We have a whole host of information. So what we're going to do, we're going to start posting a lot of these topics on the website so that we're not going over all of the topics. We're just going to choose the most important ones and then we're just going to dive on in it. So we're going to dibble and dabble just a quick bit. Queen brought to our attention incident in Africa that we spoke about back in August of last year, and it seemed that it's resurfacing because a lot of tension is going on in Africa, Queen.
Yes. And not just that, but the individual, it was a white guy and he got off. So that's even contributing to the tension, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Um but they're also chasing out the different country like people from Nigeria, Ghana. They're chasing them out, and some of them are dying because they're killing them, the South Africans. It's a lot of craziness, and they're saying that it's related to our president. It's a
Yep.
lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff going on, and this man is all over the place, involved all over the place.
Yeah, because I saw another thing that the what's going
Yes,
there in Iran and Iraq or Israel and Iran, the war is trickling over there, I guess to Sudan or something like that.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on there, man. A lot of stuff between the war going on in Iran and what's going on in South Africa. It all intertwined. All of that intertwined because it all is about the oil that are in these countries. Because right now the canal, you see the canal is the same thing that was going on in the canal is the same thing that's going on now in Djibouti, that's in South Africa. And what's happening is that the ships they're trying, everybody want a piece of it because it's a major artery for the ships and what have you to go through. So that's why even America is involved in it too. It's a ocean passageway, and it's a lot of stuff going on. That's how South Africa, all that's going on in South Africa. It's alleged that it's stemming from that they're causing all of these conflicts cause of trying to control the passageway going through um, um, Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I guess we have to
It's a lot of stuff
and
going on
see
over
what is
there.
going on. And I think maybe we have to have a program just for that on and on really the effects of the European countries, mainly Africa, of this the impact on this war, especially it being right
Yeah.
next door, because it's basically right next door to one another. So it's
Yeah, it's Israel
it's-
and Iran, and then all of this involve all of this are these little small countries here because, like I said, they're major because of the passageway, the waterway.
yeah.
Just like what was going on um in the Panama Canal, where
Mhm.
they were trying to get capture it also because of the waterway. It's always something, it's either minerals or waterway or and all these countries always fighting to control. It's something
Definitely have to watch it. Definitely.
power and money and power, yeah.
That's
As
it, man.
usual, as we always talk about.
Mm. So blessings MC is in the house. How are you
So I
doing?
just wanted to bring that to the forefront. What's going on over there in South Africa, and people are dying over there, and they're being sent home to their country. It's not like here where they were sent home. Over there, some of them are being killed and what have you. So it's a lot of stuff going on, and like I said, it's
That's
all.
that's why I had said,
Yeah.
Queen. We have to
Hmm.
get it. We have to get a program on
Yeah.
what's going on over there and the impact that
Hmm.
the war is having on
Hmm.
neighboring
Hmm.
countries. You know,
Yeah.
the
Yeah. Yeah.
neighboring countries. We're not even necessarily talking about the war itself, but we're talking about the alleged impacts that it's having on the
Hmm.
country. Because the
Yeah.
racial has always been there. All of those stuff has already been there, and then
Hmm. Hmm.
what impact the oils, the pathways, all of these things. So we're gonna reason a little bit on that on the next
Yeah.
program, and we circle it around that. But
Yeah.
MC, how you doing? MC, what a guan? It look like
Hey,
MC.
hey, good night.
Good
I'm,
night.
I'm all right over here. How's everyone? Good night, audience. Good night, panel.
Good.
That's
But
good.
take too much money for not having a good phone.
Okay. 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 All right, man. Well, some of the topics that I had here is sent in. This one was sent in. Would you tell your adult children to move out or contribute? And also in the headliners, it's shocking, but it's not shocking because it's definitely expected. The gerrymandering that's going on over here in Georgia, Keisha Lance Bottom and several other individuals has spoken in regards to it. And did you all see where there's no patwa? They're saying that it's no patwa need to be spoken in the house. There was a conflict of the dialect in the house, and Mrs. Wholeness um, made sure that she she put a stop and said, "Listen, we cannot talk like that. We have to talk proper English."
No fool.
I want to know you all thoughts on that because we're gonna
Okay.
play,
I,
we're gonna
I
play.
will say,
No
Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Then also there's a rhythm that is out called the Hill and Gully rhythm, and we have Faye Ellington that Auntie Faye that has definitely spoken out on it and spoke about the blatant disrespect of the Hill and Gully. You know, because you know the song. Oh, what's illegal? You know the song.
Hey,
And,
tell me.
and then I saw a clip in regards to, and that's when I really understood what she was speaking of, what which Auntie Faye Ellington was speaking of, when she says Emmanuel Road, because then there was a clip as well that came out depicting Emmanuel Road, and we're gonna if you all watch what we sent or that what was posted, then you all definitely will see what we're talking about. But yeah, also we hitting up Jamaica. We hitting up Jamaica. 14.4 billion cash money was donated, and to date it's only 20, it's alleged that only 26 million was spent. So what is being done with the money, and all of these people that are still out there suffering? And this was alleged that it's cash money that was received. And then, because we're keeping it kind of light but kind of deep still, enjoying the good life. If we get to everything, but we're not, we're gonna keep it in perspective. Good, enjoying the good life. There's a lady out of Canada that is saying that it's really not a good life because you work and fight so hard to get all of that you've got, and then you still have to work and you're not even enjoying all of what you have. So I'm wondering if anyone is feeling what she's saying. And then I want to tell you all about the we're going to definitely start we're going to talk about this. We're going to, so heads up to the panel. We're going to do an entire show on um violence for next week. I had a young lady, I had someone that hit me up in regard to the same violence, and they put together almost like a series of what's going on, what happened in their life. And then, as you know, we're going to have Zona on as well. Due to the Mother's Day weekend and the week before, she had to go out of town. So she should be addressing us next week along with Kimani Stevens in regards to the violence and the role that men, what what are men really saying to each other, or is men or are men protecting each other when things like this happen? Where I was watching this African channel briefly, and that individual, there was an individual on that program, and she was saying that men need to start talking to men. So I got a clip of that. But next week we're going to touch those clips, and next week we're going to get, I feel that it's a necessary topic um for us to really discuss, put aside everything else, and because all of the all of the all of the election stuff is going to be there, all of the war stuff is going to be there, all of these things are going to be there. But and not that these situations are not going to be there, but to have individuals firsthandly can come out and speak about it and would love to speak about it. I think that we should, give them the platform and the opportunity to do so. But MC, you got ready to jump in on the patwa thing.
Yes, I
Mm.
have been so big on this. So here's the thing. It's a shame Miss Wholeness has been brainwashed and continue to be brainwashed by European influence. Patois is a language, first of all. We'll no longer call it a dialect. It is a language. Because you know who determines what is a language and what is not? Again, European and other probably Western, maybe US. I'd have to look that up. But they're the ones who determine what's a language and what's not. So it's funny how everything they speak is a language, but everything other countries speak, third world countries speak, and depends on who, black and brown people, especially black, that our languages are dialect. No, Patois is a language, and I will call it as such. From Jamaica, I will call it as such. Because you want to know something? If you speak it fast, other people cannot understand it with the accent. Even if you speak it without the accent, some of the things is going to be hard to say because it is not English. There's some okay hints of words, English words, but there's also some words from African countries. That's another. And the last part I want to say is there's actually a book I bought. It's a grammar book that breaks up Jamaican patois language into it has past participle, it has all those things, past tense, all those characteristics that language has. It is not a simple dialect, and we need to stop treating it as such. And the European and the British is not the proper language, it's what they speak. But there's nothing wrong with Jamaican language, and you should be proud to speak because that represents your culture and who you are.
One mama, tell them like it. Tell them like it is. One
Yes,
mama.
exactly.
Yeah, bunch of dum dums.
You know that. Let me tell you something. They're trying to be what they're not, and we call them
Exactly.
stush. In my days, we
Yes.
call them stush. Them two stush. You know
Yes.
what I mean? But I mean, she was in Europe the other day. Um, she was there, I think, for a week or two, which they were even upset over it because they were saying who's supposed to be running parliament. But anyway, I guess at those meetings she had over there, she decided that she was gonna bring the format that they have there to Jamaica. Come on, that will never stand. Come on now. Especially in a deep, deep country. What? Oh, nee.
Okay,
It will
let's
never stand.
Exactly.
But
okay. Go ahead, the respecter.
the thing about the dictators, they like to do what they do, and when we have a chance to say, clap back and say, well, you confuse the rest of the world when we come to your country and we're driving around looking for a place called Home Depot and we're seeing Home Depot and we can't figure it out. And when somebody said, this is Home Depot, and you're looking at Depot and you're saying, but it's not Depot, that's Depot. Oh, the T is silent.
Mhm.
All the confusing, the spelling it was in this country. Desert is 2S and desert is 1S.
Okay.
They
Cause I
confuse
grew
the
up
hell out
saying
of us when we come
spelling
to this
color
country and try to get their English language
C
going.
All right.
COLOUR and then spell it COLOR color. You know what I mean? So I mean it is a language like my girls say. It
Yeah,
is
you
because
wait.
it's yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Finish your thought. I'm sorry, Queen. Go ahead.
I was saying the wordings, even your man, what you say, or even guan. Those are words, and those words make up language.
Well,
I mean, I can't understand why
okay.
she would be
Go on
rejected. She
about
should
your
be proud,
business.
Okay. Let me.
of people even identifying with it,
But if we,
with the
uh,
the the, the wording. 'Cause people love hear when we talk. I
mhm.
hear people say it all the time. I just love to hear y'all talk.
Yeah, but look at
I
this.
mean.
Let's and I
Mhm.
understand we're thinking of our 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 dialect and then it's turned into a language and etc and etc, but this is supposed to be the law. Let's take it to where Erica Fenton comes in, and Erica Fenton said the speaker is right. The Constitution, because they're basing it off of the Constitution, not our feelings, but it says the Constitution says English language unless permission is sought prior. Patois is not our standard language. Parliament is carried live, and as an attorney, Miss Burchell knows better. We keep using emotions to override laws. No one wants rule, yet without rules, we perish. That's one of the things that she said. So Mackie Conscious replied to Erica Fenton and said, law is made out of the custom of the common people. It is our custom with English. This is why the budget debate is the way to hide the finances from the people because most people don't have a clue what they are talking about. Most people who communicate and understand each other in a conversation fail English language in school. Check the pass rates. He also said, and if so, isn't it easier to speak with everybody understand than what most people do? I have no problem using English, but I have a problem blocking our own language.
Exactly.
So Miss Fenton comes back and says, we can change the laws if they no longer serve us while they are in place, use while negotiating the new terms. We were taught about the upper and lower house and how they function. To say because you do not understand, so the rules must not apply in plainly lack of will to inform oneself. And as I said, MP Burchell is a lawmaker and can propose the use of patois into law. Well, Juliet Reed Richards says if she wants patois to be spoken in our parliament, then she can make provisions for it to be tabled in parliament and leave as a legacy. It's that simple. Remember, it's not only us watch our sitting, the world does. So what's you all take on that right there?
She's overeducated, overly educated. She's overly educated fool.
Yeah, fool, fool.
She's
Just
a
fool.
baboon.
Well,
She's
Look,
a
in
baboon.
Africa, in Nigeria alone, you have must about 10 different what you call it in a Nigeria alone.
Or even
I
more.
mean, yeah, or even more. You have certain countries where there's so many different dialects from that one. I mean, and it's a language. It's considered a language. I mean, come on now. It's so stupid. I mean, say some people them fool. They're educated, but they're so illiterate. I'm sorry
Yes.
to
You
say.
know what happened? It is a shame. When are we gonna? When are we as a whole are gonna wake up? Like why? But the thing is the older generation, like the generation from the 19 maybe 30s to the 19 maybe 60s, who grew up in that generation or 50s, feel like the queen is all, and she's just heavenly and the best thing on earth, and she's just so amazing, and anything English is just so amazing, you know and you don't realize how amazing, you're blinded how amazing patois is. And even Louise Bennett, a poet, a famous poet of Jamaica, made the patois such a colorful and intellectual and fun language. It is
yeah,
an
She
amazing, it's amazing.
when you
she's
in
the kind of Jamaican that come to a foreign country and try to fit in and giving a speech. And I would like to thank all of Ono for
yeah, but
allowing me.
the respect of and MC and Queen. So, but if they are talking, you mean I know we're not talking about in America. How are persons who are not
Hey,
American and do
we
not understand patois? Wait a minute. Conrad says here, here, and here, beer, and beer. Once we teach white folks, they funk it up. And says non-Jamaicans should be able to understand what is being said in the Jamaican Parliament, which it I think that spells sense. It's just like us talking, right? We are talking right now, and if we were just speaking and saying, boy, me don't know what going on, boy, me I tell you say this and rate it, and the people them not say nothing, and the people them that, and we don't, who is going to understand us? What
But
we
lady,
are
that
saying?
was supposed to be the only
I
thing they can take
understand.
from us,
And
right?
I
parliament,
Yeah.
That was
understood
supposed to be
everything you said.
That was supposed to be the.
because you are Jamaican and you understand patois. But when it is being broadcast all over the world, it's going to sound like gibberish.
You're
So
going to have to use Google Translator.
they're gonna have to do something. And
That's a good one.
if
But
go,
think about it. But think,
Lady,
but think,
is she trying to implement this just in Parliament or over all over the nation?
well,
What is
obviously,
she?
because it's a law that you're supposed to speak standard English in uh, in the
Nation.
parliament, in the
Oh,
parliament to communicate. Then, and
mm,
if you want to bring forth patois in the parliament, then that is something that you have to go on law. You have to do it lawfully. You have to um put your paperwork in, file what you want to file, and see if it takes,
All
if
right.
it works through. And what Erica keeps stressing is um because someone was saying only in Jamaica we don't like our own Creole. Some of them black politicians feel like they are white, but she states that China has their form of broken language just like any other country. But
mhm.
Mandarin is the standard language to communicate. Do we quarrel with them for not using this vernacular
But
instead of the
but
standard?
patois we saying is not the dialect because patois is patois. Now there's different now there's different parishes that may have some different
Virgin, yeah.
words that they use
Mhm.
than others and how they speak.
But
But
this is
but
parliament.
patois is the language, is the umbrella. Just like Mandarin is the umbrella. Patois is the umbrella. Then under
And no,
patois,
Mandarin is the standard, is their standard language for persons to understand. They have a dialect, but yet it is the standard language for persons to understand what they are saying.
but guess
Yeah,
what? Listen,
But
but listen, Lady
Mandarin is
D,
used in
Lady,
Thailand and different. There's still
yeah,
different version
eh,
even in
yeah.
Thailand.
it's
And
not.
but I
It's
want to
not.
say too,
let
It's
me say
not
this.
sounding good.
All of us,
but wait,
all of,
Lady V, wait, Lady V, I just want to say that
right.
if patois is a standard language, just like Mandarin is, if I don't understand it and I'm in a country, I have to learn Mandarin. So if you come to Jamaica and that's our standard language, then you're gonna have to learn it.
But that's not our standard language.
That's where it
All
should
Says
be.
right,
who?
I'll
That's
get a
Says
what
who?
we're teaching.
translator.
It
English,
is.
Thank
patois,
you, Respecter.
patois
For
is,
Patois is our
for
language.
some people
Thank
it
you,
is.
Respecter.
The
It
ones
is.
Patois
who
is our language.
You know when
the
the joke. Sorry,
okay.
I was.
The
But
advanced
here's a joke.
proper English is meant for the English folks. Now the
Thank you.
people who are educated, got some college degrees or what have you, they were exposed
that's
to the the European ways, the American ways, the English ways. So they come in to these high position they call high positions. So they have to project that, and she's in a position where she has to project that, and maybe some of them in Congress. You have some of them in Congress, some of find say they're very down to earth. So then we say one or two words, patois,
queen,
even though they will speak proper
queen,
English also.
queen.
Yes,
If
yes.
this entire program
Mm.
was spoken in patois, a lot of Americans wouldn't be able to understand what we're saying. So therefore, we will lose that audience. Other countries what they talking about? What are they saying?
But
So
at the same time,
wait a minute. That's
lady.
why we are speaking the way we are speaking right now, proper English,
But
for persons to understand what we are saying. Don says that's why whenever Jamaican kids migrate, they have a hard time communicating and fitting in their new environment. Go
but
ahead,
what
Victor.
about the Latin countries? The Latin
Not,
countries
not,
they
not,
hold on
not
to their own language.
Not just in Latin, Trinidad. You
But
ever hear Maya? You ever hear her when she talk? I
she's
mean, she
in
speaks
English.
in her Trinidadian dialect. I mean, it's their language because all them talk the same. You
You're
say, "Oh, that's
queen,
Trinidadian."
queen.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
accent is different than a language. When she
but
is,
I'm not.
when Mia Mott
Go on.
is speaking, when all of them, those islands that has English as their first language, when they are speaking, yes, you're gonna hear you're gonna hear the accent. Now, even with Spanish countries, if they're having parliament or they're having certain thing, they have a translator. They have someone to translate what they are saying. So if we
But
speak what, then you're looking to have a translator who can translate to the American public or to um whatever other country, because we're not solely putting this on America, but other countries who is not keen to understand the dialect, the, as MC call it, the language now.
But Lady D, you do know that Jamaicans can come to an English speaking country and understand what they're saying. They can understand us speaking patois, but we can understand them right away. We can
Yeah,
understand the English.
but that was used
and
that was even used in the and then you go Queen. That was even used in the Marine in the
Maroon?
maroon thing. You speak in particular ayalek when I was even young, when my friends and we would sit together, we don't want persons to kind of understand. We speak in key. Key, and we're talking and they're sitting there not understanding what we're saying. So you speak a certain dialect, if you all want to call it language, that another person don't understand. I know my granddaughter, they are Mexican. So when I come around and I know they don't want me to know what they're saying, they start to speak in Spanish because I don't understand them. You see me? I don't understand them. So I have to have a translator thing in my ears that they don't know about, that I'm hearing what they're talking about. And I just grin and smile. But so if you have a language that you are using, if you have a language that persons all around the world, because the message has to get through to persons all around the world, then you and your first language is English. That is what you have to use. I'm not taking up for Mama Wholeness, but the
All
fact
right.
was the fact. Go ahead.
well,
Here.
like I said,
Yeah.
I can see, like I said before, I can see in Parliament where they're speaking that way, which, like I said, I've seen it where I see one or two of them. They'll drop in one or two Jamaican dialect. Well, I'm still gonna say Jamaican dialect because that's what it is. Just like in a Trinidad, you have different dialect in a Trinidad, but it's Trinidadian dialect. Okay,
Why?
Trinidadian language. Just like Jamaica, patois is still part of Jamaican language.
And
I
culture.
would say,
So yeah. So
and
here's the thing.
culture.
Yes. Here's the funny part. I don't know if you think about this. I was listening to this the other day, right? European England, America has a language, and their language is English, standard language for America and Britain, right? Great Britain, or England, right? So that's their language. And just follow me for a second. I even heard something said in Europe, right, that people can travel freely from Germany to all the countries with no problem. But then look at us. When it comes to us, the people who are, or I guess who we supposed to follow or listen to, they tell us that Jamaica does not speak a language, you speak a dialect. So they give it a lower class. Then look at Africa. They can't travel from country to country freely like in Europe. They have to have a passport to go to each country. It makes it harder for them to communicate and unite. So they set different standards and rules. So now Jamaica is the leader of their country, and there's no reason why, if they want to say Jamaica, patois is now the language. And in school, children could be just like they do here. your language we speak to you in patois, or we can speak to you in English, and you can learn both in school. But at least that is our standard. Anybody who want to understand, we can understand you because we learn your language. If you want to understand us, you have to learn patois.
Look
So
how long it take
I,
the president wife to learn English.
the leaders can stand up and change the laws
Well,
of their country. You are the leader. You
well,
do not
that's
have to suffer
basically
under these colonizers anymore.
but that's basically what is being said is that no one is not saying that patois should not be used. At the standing of it being the law, Birchwell knows that she can table to put that into law. But as the law stands now that it is not to be used. So if and she knows that, and that is what they're saying is that, and really, if you look at the full complete picture of it, if you are there speaking a language that no one understands, I turn it off because after a while I get sick of watching the fingers and reading the captions. So what is it to speak?
But what I can't understand, isn't Parliament supposed to be for the Jamaican citizen, for the people?
It it is it
Why is
You
it so important
exactly.
for everybody else all over the world to know
Thank
what's
you.
going on
If
in
they want
there?
to know, read the caption. Thank you. If they
Yeah,
want to know,
that's what I
read
would
the
like to
caption.
understand.
all they
Why is it so important for the world to know what's going on in Congress?
but
As a
it's
matter of fact, we don't hear half of these other countries. You don't know what is going on there unless there is
just
something really drastic happening. Then they might
Exactly.
report it,
and that's
or
your
And
certain
you speak in their
channel you go
language.
on, you might get it. But it's not a public thing. So
free.
why Jamaicans feel that they have to be known and
if,
seen
if you will
in that
answer
capacity that
you
way?
will allow me
I
to
agree.
answer the question that you said 4 times. Just say it once and let me answer. It is important. It is
Okay, I'm
important.
sorry.
No, it is important because you may not be watching those other programs. So that's why. And when something major comes out in these programs and you see it, the dialect is standard English where you do understand what they are saying. So for persons, it's the same thing in America, in America Senate and House. Everybody is not there. Everybody, you think persons whom are interested in what's going on in Jamaica, Jamaica Senate and House is not watching all around the world. Yes, they are watching all around the world. All right. Yeah, they are. Definitely DJ VJ Smiles. I started out and didn't big up any stations or anything, and I'm going to do that in just a millimeter second. We just dived right in it and it
So
got
so it's more in terms of the
hold on.
fundings that they get from these countries and
As patois is for Jamaicans only, not for the world, says Don. No, it's not based off of funding or anything. It's just persons being able to hear, understand what is being said in Parliament.
But it's a interfering into our business and trying to control us as
that
far as
may I say.
language. It's not right.
It's not, you
It's a
see,
controlling.
it's not controlling anything. It is the law.
Should not be a law. It's not a law.
It's
It's
in the
not a law.
is the constitution. It
Look
is,
how long it's been running like that.
but
Look how
that's
many
but
decades
that's
it's been
But
running
his
like that.
man create the constitution. Right now the constitution all right. Right now
it's
them I try revise it. I
like
mean, it's still man, it's
it's like,
man, still
I mean,
man. So we
wait a
can't contest it. Yeah.
The most important thing about all this is that
minute.
woman should not be in the position that she's in.
You people do not want to listen because you all are so hard bent on this woman being in a position where you all feel
She
that
don't deserve.
not be in. You all are not listening to what is being said. It's being said that
Man,
it
Pitu
is in the
Punka.
Constitution, it is the law. And if you all want the law to be changed, someone in the house has to table it. So if Miss Birchwell wants to speak patois, then she needs to table it. Put it there so that they can vote and vote it into law. Nobody not saying that oh we never want to hear this being spoken. Oh we never wanted. What they're saying is put it into law. And
Lady D, Lady D, I clearly got it. Queen and MC don't get it yet. I got it.
okay, listen,
Hey, hey, you stop it. Don't put my name in it. I stopped talking. I said my piece. Now I've
You
been
see,
listening.
you
Don't put my
see,
name
that's
in
a
it.
double crosser. You see,
Yes, yes,
double
exactly. And
cross.
that's right. That's right, Queenie.
all here want to chew me up. I'm like, wait a minute. Nobody say you can't talk about what we saying is in the house, in the parliament. It is a law. So you have to change the law and then it can be spoken. Yes, maybe she is exerting
Well, we
herself.
know, but we just saying. We're
May-
just saying.
And I'm saying maybe she is exerting herself in her position, but she has the law that is backing her. So therefore, proceed the right way, table it, and get it to be law. That's it. How about that? Live,
Perfect.
folks, big ups to each and everyone that is tuned in. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's getting hot in here. Just take, and we ain't get nowhere yet. All right. It's getting hot. Reasoning Thursdays. Well, you choose radio. Just definitely let us know that we're on their talk channel. So they have several different channels over there, and they have us on their talk channel each and every Thursdays. Alrighty, that's youchooseradio.com. So big ups to them. And for our listeners who listen to us each and every week via our
Hey.
telephone lines at 667-930-9036, we want to say big shouts to you. If you're listening to the Powerhouse Radio via the tuning apps, big shouts to you. YouTube, the Powerhouse Radio, Facebook. We want to say big shouts to you. And tonight we are streaming live even on Instagram. All right. I'm pulling back up the Instagrams and the TikToks and all of these things. So we can be viewed on all of those platforms as well. So, and for however you're listening to us on our website, www.dapowerhouseradio.com. Want to say big shouts go out to you all as well. Blessings upon blessings to you, and thank you for joining us. Man, Jai, you're quiet. I know Jai saying this now nothing to do with me. This not to do with me.
No,
a
I was
quick, a
having
quick,
technical difficulties, so I missed a lot of that. I just caught the tail end of it, so I kind of,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, real
a,
quick, we have three. I
a
wanted.
quick public announcement, lady.
I'm sorry.
A quick public announcement.
Yes, go ahead.
Our brother DJ VJ Smile just breed a black woman for the first time.
Congratulations, DJ VJ Smiles, on breathing. You hear what you say? Breathing a black woman. Some people are gonna say, "Wait, my me more breathe? Is he breathing on them?" Huh. Is you like what? No. Congratulations, Smiles. Congratulations on breathing. On your expected baby. All right, congratulations, soon to be new daddy in the place. That's a beautiful thing. Life is a beautiful thing. All right. Well, heck, I was gonna say, should we go into the gerrymandering or should we go into Faye Ellington on Hill and Gully? 14.4 billion cash, alleged cash money that Only 26 million has been spent out. What is going on with the money? Where is it? Why is it not helping these people that are still living in tents and schools and on the roadside and all of these things? What is going on? We're gonna play a clip on that as too. But let me ask you all on the panel and all of the listeners this right here. Would you tell your adult child to move out or contribute? They're working, they're doing their own thing and living life. And now time is a little hard, bills are piling up, things like that, and they're just there. They take their money and they do whatever they want to do with their money and all of these things, and don't even think about the bills that you are paying. So would you ask your kids that is living in your home when they become adults to put up or step out, go face the world on your own and figure it out? The respecter, let's start with you.
I would not put her out, and honestly, I would not ask for her to pay anything. I'll just ask her to do what my mom told me: work and save your money, and then figure out your plans for your future. You got light bill, got gas bill, got water bill, and that's all she told me. Rent, you can save to buy, or you can save to go and rent. It's best if you save to buy and own, is what I was taught by my mom. So I wouldn't put any pressure on my daughter or my son.
Okay, MC.
Yeah. So things are not like how they used to be. Things are hard. Even for the people working, they're hard. So in saying that, I'm gonna tell you, I would not push out my child to go find them place. As respect, I agree with respect with that they should stay home and as long as they're saving. But I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be completely free. They should be able to. You like things in the house. You could buy some essentials that you need. If you like milk or whatever you like, you should be able to bring those things and buy some things you like in the house. If I'm out of paper towel and I forgot, and you see this paper towel, there's none, you could buy some at the store. Simple stuff like that. Just because they need to understand that when you're in a household, light bulbs need to be bought. So they should be in training, knowing that they're going to have their own place. So there's little things they can do. But you don't have to say, listen, here's the mortgage. Good. You're growing. You have your job. Come pay half of it. No, you don't have to do that. But
You know her daddy's not gonna allow her to buy no light bulbs.
good luck for her. So when she go to her place, she's gonna be like, "What the heck am I supposed to do?" Because you did everything. They should have some responsibility. Because if she's not depending on you, then she's gonna depend on one man for help her. So you have to teach her.
That's teacher. Okay. All
You have
right.
to teach her.
So Jai.
Um, I would never push my kid out. Um, and I wouldn't ask them for anything as far as like to contribute. But what I will say is it will be a life lesson. When you become a certain age and you're of age, at some point you have to understand that certain things are a priority. Let's say you do want to rent an apartment or you do gain a mortgage, you have to learn some money management. So I may not tell them that, but I may say, hey, this is what you have to give a month time. I may not really be spending it. I'll save it for them. They may not know that I'm saving it, but that's a life lesson. Make
That's
things a
perfect.
priority. So, yeah, you can give me $100 a month or $200 a month if you're working and you're trying to figure something out and you're saving on your end too. It's a money management thing. And when you're ready to go and you figure out what you want to do and you're ready to buy this house, you have this money that I've been collecting for you to take along with you.
Good idea.
But you also
Man,
left
I should have.
That's
with
good.
you also left
Good.
with the knowledge of another form of money management and prioritizing what's important. You know what I mean? I won't just leave it in their lap to sort out. You can mess up that little bit of money. And sometimes, they might mess that up. I'm not going to kick you out if you didn't pay your rent this month. But that's how I'll present it. Hey, we're going to do rent. It won't be nothing crazy, but I'll put the money to the side for them. When you're
That's
ready, that's your
brilliant.
pot. Take it
That's
with you. But
brilliant.
now pay your mortgage. Make sure your lights stay on. Pay your gas. Put groceries in the house. You know what I mean? And that's how I would play it. A life lesson. You don't ever gotta go nowhere, but that's your money either way.
All right. All right. Queen.
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's
Queen,
hard.
queen,
You want
queen,
them to. You
queen,
want them
queen,
to. Yeah.
Just
queen.
tell
I'm
don't,
gonna interrupt you, queen.
no, don't interrupt her.
I'm
No,
gonna interrupt Queen.
no, no,
Queen,
no, no, no,
just
no, no.
say,
Because you get mad
just
when people interrupt you.
Mute you. I'm muting you because
not just say the
every,
same thing that Jack.
everyone had the opportunity to speak uninterrupted on this topic. Let Queen say what she's saying. Go ahead, Queen. I mute
Yeah.
Victor. Go ahead.
Okay. I start out to say it's very hard. It's your children, and you want them to be around you, especially after you start getting a certain age. You want someone around that can assist you. Better to assist you than a stranger or someone else out there. I've had the I had to put certain restrictions down because of where I'm at my home. So I had to put certain restrictions, so they had to go. But what I did was I had them pay my phone bill. So
Hmm.
they would pay the phone bill each month, which wasn't really much, but just the idea that they're contributing something. My payment is not too drastic, so I didn't need help with payment with my rental payment,
Hmm.
um, or anything else. But I did let them pay my phone bill for me each month. It took them a long time because, like, a lot of the panelists said, it's hard out there. It's very hard out there because it took them quite a while to get something that was reasonable and that they were comfortable to pay without being put out. So that is, it's rough out there. Believe me, it's really hard out there, and I see it, and not just with one family member, but with several people that I know. I had to go back home, and I'm gonna always have my door open for my children. I want them to be out there trying on their own and trying to be successful, even the grandchildren. But I want them to know also that the doors are open if you have to, if you have no other choice,
Yeah. Well, for
I
me,
was,
and I'm
for,
able to assist you.
yeah, I was just gonna say keep it
Yeah,
short. That's all I was gonna say. I wasn't trying to
okay,
interrupt. I would
okay.
say just keep it
Well,
short.
yeah, that's my input.
okay, with myself, I I'm gonna give you X amount of time. The top 3 to 6 months, you got to get yourself together. But yes, I feel that when a child is living with you, they need to contribute something, you know, because light is going on. Suppose you're in a situation your own self. When you are in your house, you control how your light bill goes, how your heat goes, your gas bill, how your water bill goes. But when you have another body, your bills are going to double. If you have three somebody, your bills are going to is going to triple. Because when you pay $20 for your water bill, and you and two or three other persons is using that water, that person is washing, using your washing machine. That person is bathing sometime 2, 3 times a day. Okay. That person may want to go cook, run water. I mean, things increase. And it's not you being mean, but if they were out there in the world, they will have to have paid it in their own homes. So yeah, I have done it where my children have lived with me and I have not charged. I compensate other ways. Okay. There's sometimes I haven't compensated, but it all depends on the situation. No, you're not going to be there making all this money and running up and down and traveling and saving all of your money and I'm depleted. Don't I want to travel? Don't I want to save some money for a rainy day to do something? Come on, let's be fair about it. Let's be fair about it. You it's them learning life as well. Okay? And you can't deplete your all. No, I'm not going to throw them out. And maybe hell, if I see that they are selfish and don't and not considerate of me and my bills and my situation that is going on in that house, then yeah, maybe they do need to go.
Maybe the question should have been after high school, or if there's a continuation in college.
Definitely, that is definitely the question. I'm not going to put my kid who is you're responsible for your child until they're 18 years old. So you're responsible for your child. And
Well,
if you choose to extend it till they're 21 when they're definitely considered to be a legal adult, and you choose to extend it to that matter, then that's okay. You choose to extend that. But once again, the key word is choose.
so what if you put a restriction, or you give a options that after high school, if you don't want to go to college, you have to do some form of trade, because you're not going to be sitting around here and just doing part-time jobs and that type of stuff.
I don't think I'm going to dictate to them where their life ought to go. I'm just going to say to them, you have to do something. So I'm not going to say you have to go to college, you have to get a trade, because college and trade school is not for everyone. And look how many people are in college and have graduated and still can't get a job. So if you go out there and but you have to work, you have to go and get up out of that bed and do something with your life. Whatever it is, do something with your life. You
I
can't,
agree.
now,
And
when I get up to go out to work, you can't be laying up in bed and smoking and drinking and having a wonderful time. That's me teaching you to be donkey. That's me teaching you to be less than. So of course you got to get up and do something with your life, but I'm not going to force you to go to school or have a trade.
and that's what I was referencing when I was giving off my opinion and what I would do. It's more so the earlier years. And that's why I mentioned instilling even money management. Because I'm not going to dictate what you want to do either, but I agree as well. You have to do something. So now I'm giving the only direction I'm willing to give is, hey, you do have to give me this $200 or $300 a month, or you do have to, figure that portion out. But as they get older, I also can agree with the choice of certain things. I can't also feed, for a lack of term, slackness. So you, at some point, again, I'm not going to dictate what you're going to do, but you do know what I am going to dictate is you have to get it together.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just wanted to add, when you talk about money management, one thing I did with one of my children is, when it was my son, when he was in middle school, his school allowed them, instead of eating school lunch every day, and this was in middle school, he was allowed to go in the neighborhood. It would be a whole bunch of them, and they had like an organized way of doing this to keep them safe. And they had deals with the delis and the different restaurants where they can get food. The kids would leave the school, buy their lunch, and then come back to school. And this was in middle school. So
That's
So he would ask, my son would ask me, okay, here's money. So I was like, I can't be giving you, at that time, $5 was good enough to buy food, a sandwich at the deli. So I'm giving you $5 every day. That's $25 a week. I said, listen, I can't be doing that. We're gonna have to figure something out.
Mhm.
So this is what I'm going to do. I started first with giving him $20 a week. And I said, that's up to you how you spend it. If you finish it in 2 days, 3 days, then you're gonna have to eat school lunch for the rest of the day. So now I took the burden off of me. Now it's on him to figure out when he's gonna go out to eat. And so I started with $20 a week. Then when he got good at that, I did $80 for the month, or either 80 or $100 for the month. And I would do that. I would give him, I think it was $80. I was like, this is enough money. I don't need to give you any more. $80 a month. And he in middle school would have to figure out what days he's gonna eat. And guess what? Now he's really good with money. Like he's good at
I
saving
love
money and
that.
using his money. So it works, you know? And if he used it all, I said, don't come back and ask me for nothing. I gave you $80. Don't ask me for one more cent. That's it. And he figured out. And he was able to go out to lunch when he wanted to. He maybe had to eat school lunch some days. And
Yeah.
he's really good with money.
You
So
have to teach your kids responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To teach
Mm-hmm.
And we are, some of us are enablers, because I know in some things that I did, I was enabling, and you have to be able to can admit what you did wrong. You know what I mean? Because we
yeah.
are not perfect, none of us. And when we have children, it's a learning process for us also, as well as teaching the child, especially if no one had told you um, before you had those children, and you had to just learn through trials and error. So people did make mistakes, and we're older now, so we can see, but some of these young folks, they're not seeing it, and they can't see it because they have never experienced it, and no one ever told them or taught them differently. So,
I,
that's a big problem out there with some of our children and what they're going through.
Hmm. Yeah.
yeah. And I agree with MC on that one. I love that idea. And that's what I mean by those are the things that I would want to do for my kid, or I plan to do rather, because I've thought about this, honestly. Um, and it was even,
Hmm.
and I also think about even the certain opportunities that we had. Um, when I'm looking back that they don't have today. Like, I remember we had a barbering class. When I took economics, we took a field trip to the bank to open a bond, to learn about stocks and bonds. And some of these things aren't being taught anymore. And so it's up to us to feed it to them so they can progress at a positive rate, and be able to sustain by themselves. um and that's one of my fears, why I thought about it. I don't want to enable her and then she's just out here doing whatever. I want her to be able to be self-sufficient. I'm always here to catch you. You're never going to hit the brick, you know but I do want you to be able to sustain yourself,
Mhm. That's it. That's number one thing is you got to teach them. You have to teach them, and what better
Yeah.
to teach them than starting at home. That was a good reasoning,
and
right?
and they need more programs like even this, talking about these things, so
Mhm.
that the younger folks who was not taught these things can learn from these. They used to have programs like that, for young folks, young people. um the fundings are not there anymore, so they don't have it anymore. But I think those are good things to have, workshops, on even how parenting, even on parenting, things of that nature. For people who have been through it and who knows what it takes.
Yeah. Man, as I was saying, that is a real good reasoning right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good topic.
And it was a good topic. It's a
Yeah.
very good,
Uh-huh.
yeah, very good topic right there. Um, yeah. So let's dive into entertainment. How about that? All right, because I think we all of this government thing and all of this, we
It's
said
depressing.
it's depressing, and we talk about it all the time, and we hear it all the time, and all of but we're focusing on Jamaica. So Faye Ellington came about, and Faye Ellington make a statement in regards to the song Hill and Gully, right? Rhythm. Um, um, oh boy, the genius, Stephen McGregor, have redid the rhythm Hill and Gully, you know, and think I have. I think I have the clip on it. I'm not sure, but in the clip, she was very very upset, which I can definitely agree with her in a lot of things that she's saying, because when are these things going to be sacred and taken sacred? Everything has to be done in a derogatory form of way when it doesn't need to be, because I've went back and I've listened to a couple of the songs on Stephen McGregor rhythm, Hill and Gully, but I thought that some of it was quite not good, was tasteless and um could have been done differently, you know. And so I think I have a clip of it here that I'm going to touch a little bit of it. I'm trying to pull it up with what she was saying in regards to the in regards to the Hill and Gully rhythm. So what is your understanding? Do anyone know what their understanding is in regards to the Hill and Gully?
Dugu 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 dugu.
What's dogo 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 dogo?
Woman between man
Go
foot.
down a gal left my road, gal and
Woman,
boy, figure broke
woman
Rockstone.
All
between
Go
man
right.
down a
foot.
gal in my road, gal and boy, figure broke Rockstone.
Whiny,
Broke
whiny,
them one by
whiny.
one. But
Go on.
really and truly, they used to sing it when they used to break the stone out there at in front of Donald Brown dance hall. They used to sing that song.
It's all sexual.
It's all sexual, really.
Yeah, it's all sexual.
I never thought of it that way.
All right, let's hear what Faith says, and then I'm going to read um the research that's was done on it. Okay, let me pause it and let me take it off of here and let me bring it up on the screen. And I'm kind of with I'm a lot, not kinda. I think I'm a lot with Faye on this one here. I think I'm a lot with Faye Ellington on this one, and especially with reading the backdrop of it. I'm really with her on this one. But here we goes with it.
Leaf. For about a week or so ago, I've been wanting to say something about what I'm about to say, but not sure how to go about it. So I'm just going to go about it the way I feel in my gut, in my stomach. This is Faye Ellington from Jamaica. I love my culture dearly, but sometimes I wonder if some of us Jamaicans understand what we do and how it can affect our people, our children in particular, and how we are viewed. Now, let me tell you something. Folk music is a very important part of our heritage. It's not just for entertainment, you know. If you listen to the words of our folk songs, you'll see that they are telling a story, social commentary, speaking about the times when they were developed and written. So when I hear persons changing the lyrics of Hilangoli Ride to vulgarity, it pains. It hits me in a place that I cannot explain. I get numb.
What I will say is that Stephen McGregor, I think he's called Genius, has done an amazing thing to take the melody, the folk song, and reposition it in today's day and age and today's culture. Congrats, Stephen. But a number of people have decided to put certain kinds of lyrics to this thing, not understanding that they're defacing our culture, that they're putting us in a place where we'll have to explain to our children. Listen, man, when a child hears the Hilangoli melody, what do you think they are likely to sing now? Nobody tell me say you're an entertainer. So you know how no parents must take care of their children and that entertainers have no role to play. Lie. Well, damn well know that they have a role to play. Pardon my expression there just now, but me angry. Me angry. Well, you're supposed to know better. It cannot because you want to get some likes and you want to make some money and you want it go wide and yes, it's going to go wide and far. And I wonder how you will be viewed. All of you who've decided to get down in the gutter, all of you who've decided to get slack and nasty, Hill Gully Ride, Manuel Road, want to understand the heritage. I heard somebody put out a post which is just so apropos. The person said, it is like treating your anthem, hear the instrumental version of your anthem and start singing all kind of nastiness on top of it. State of disbelief.
All right.
From about a week
Okay.
or so ago, I've
Um,
been wanting to say something.
that is Jamaica's own Faye Ellington. Very, very respected woman in Jamaica. But I agree with her. And you automatically, the respecter said it's about daggering.
Well, let me be honest with you.
Which, which,
I understand what she's saying, how she's going about it, and I'm with her. But originally, when that song was made, that beat came about, it wasn't no culture or no slackness. It wasn't anything that a person could put on that rhythm. They would put on it, and there was a picture, like a logo picture, that go along with that beat, where the female, the man is sitting down, and the female is between the man's foot. So it was not designed just for just culture only.
I would like to see that because
Yes, because I know that song from I was little
no,
coming up.
researching it, researching it. Hill and Gully Ride is a 19th century Jamaica folk song deeply rooted in the island's culture, traditionally reflecting
Yeah.
rural life, survival, and the rhythm of traveling over mountainous terrain. It is a mental standard often categorized by call and response, symbolizing resilience and community, and has recently been revered and repurposed by dancehall artists in 2026. The origin, what is behind the folklore? Origin and meaning, often associated with the 19th century, the song depicts the struggle of rural workers navigating Jamaica's rugged landscapes with hill and gully,
Mm.
representing the highs and lows of the terrain, often traveling to and from work. Cultural symbolism. It is considered a cornerstone of Jamaican culture, memory, and identity, frequently associated. It says, I don't know what this is, 0523 and 0524. Oh, that's the song. And let me put this up in front. It has it this is oops, this is the song that was written, and I'll read that after, but let me go back. Right. And then it says musical evolution. It was popularized as a mental song, later adapted into ska by the Baba Brooks band in the 1960s, and heavily sampled by the 056 and the Jolly Boys. Modern sampling. The rhythm was recently brought to the forefront by this gives that 056 again on a new production that has dominated YouTube Jamaica. Debates over content. Cultural figures like 056 have criticized modern artists for using this revered rhythm for slackness or explicit sexual lyrics, arguing it defaces the traditional cultural significance. Cultural evolution. Others argue that reinterpretation is inherent to Jamaica music culture, noting that traditional mental music also feature double meaning and slack language, making this a continuation of a long standing tension between tradition and evolution. Rhythm impact. The new Hill and Gully rhythm is seen as a fusion of old school soul and modern dancehall, aiming to connect Jamaica's past and future.
That
Yeah,
which
because
is
you see, it was also, it's like Kami Akigo, Linstead Mark. See, all of them songs, they were folk songs we used to sing as even children when I was younger. We used to all wrap the ribbon, the maypole. We used to wrap the maypole with even them songs there, those songs,
Feel
when
like,
I was little.
and I feel like what Faye is basically saying is that this is a song that was made off of the struggles
Yeah.
of Jamaican people, and we're changing it to slackness because immediately the first thing you said, the respecter, is bringing it back to slackness
Hmm.
when it's ever the formation of it had nothing to do with slackness, and it comes back to us as Jamaicans, descendants of Jamaicans, and so on, that it is imperative that we learn and research our culture and where a lot of things come from. I remember growing up and we used to sit in a circle and my mom teaching us the song
Hmm.
"Go down a
Hmm.
Manuel Road, girl and boy,
Well,
fit
I
road."
think I broke rock
Yeah, but
spoon. Hmm.
taught my children that song as well. So it's something that we need to really, I feel, um learn our culture and the meanings of it. For Emmanuel Road by the Jamaicans folk singer is a song and a children's game. So I think we need to take the time to really research when it's, especially when it's folklore, when it's folk songs, research really what the meanings are and don't defecate
I'm
on.
gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you to share what you just read because it's more than one explanation out there, and we understand that there's AI and there's other things, meta, that is giving the wrong information. So
Mhm.
the information you read is the accurate information.
Yes.
So you can pass it on to us.
Right, I'll definitely. And these are the things that I'm going to start to share on the website and for persons to be over able, because we have a blog on our website, so that I have not paid attention to, and I will pay attention to. But if you simply go into Google, if you simply go into Google and put what is behind, this is what I put. I put what is behind Jamaica folklore hill and gully. And it's the same thing that I put into Google, this one into Bing.com, is what is behind Jamaica's folklore Emmanuel Road. And it gave you lots of different things saying the same thing, though, as to where it come from, and the struggles that it represented, and the games that parents taught their kids, even from Emmanuel Road. It still depicted persons who were working and talking about walking home and all of these things. So I feel it's very important for us to research. It's important for us to tell our
Yeah.
children about Jamaican history.
Even it's all the struggles that even the one like I said, the Akiko Linseed Market is struggle. People had to walk with baskets full of things on their head, and they sang about these things, that they had to the task them that they had to perform. They sang about them. Because I told you, I remember my mother used to break the stone. They were building the road. I remember they were building the road and they had to break the stones to pave the road, to pack the road. And I remember they used to sing that song.
Mhm.
If MC and Jai don't have anything to say, I must make a suggestion because the entertainment is very important, and I'm really feeling the vibe of what that lady sent to you, and in the direction we're going to continue this.
Mhm.
So I don't know if Michelle and Jai got anything to say.
I don't really have too much to say. All I can say is that I understand the evolution of music, and it's I you see it even in the music here where they'll take something from then and master remix it and make it something new, current into whatever the wave is. But I do also understand having a certain line of respect for certain things as well. So I can see both ends of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, MC?
Jai took the words right out of my mouth. You know, as being from the generation, I wouldn't say this generation, but being here in the current generation, that I do enjoy all different types of genres and music. And sometimes, even though she may look at it negatively, that they're changing it to use vulgar lyrics, sometimes the most negative things can bring positive, because the new adults or whoever enjoying these vulgar music, they can actually be like, wait a minute, that sounds familiar. I think my grandmother used to sing that, and it might make people go back and want to listen to the original, because usually when people hear the first, they sometimes they want to hear the original. You know what I mean? So it might bring attention back to the old folk music again. So it may seem negative at first, but it can bring some positive results at the same time.
Right. And that's all I was trying to say is that, like, um again, there you got to understand, well, obviously you guys understand that they're learning their craft from somewhere. It didn't just poof out of the air. But again, like I said, I do also understand that there are certain things deserve a certain level of respect attached
I
to it.
agree with
So
you.
it could have been done a little bit more gracefully. Like if you were gonna remix it, maybe not be so slack behind it. Maybe it could have
Yeah.
been, I
Yeah.
don't know. But maybe it didn't have to be that, but I can
Mm-hmm.
also see why they did it, because currently that's trending. You know what I mean? That's
Mm-hmm.
the attention grabber.
Yeah.
And that's the style that's going right now. That's what people are into, whether people like it or not. That's the reality of where it is today. Um, but I get it. I get it.
Yeah, and that's basically what she's saying. What I get from her is that, you know, everything doesn't have to be slack, you know, and from something coming from Wappy Kill Philip, um, sometimes we just need to do a research and not automatically jump on a rhythm, because it makes your body gyrate and feel like you have to just shit on it, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's exactly what was basically done, because I've heard a couple of the songs on it, and I don't even know why every song that comes out have to be about killing and sex and having which women suck what part of you from not, and just totally just
Because
so
that's
like
what's
The, the,
making
the,
money.
Hey,
That's
sex
the,
what they're
the,
sells
using to
Hold
out,
make
on.
honey.
money, and
I
people are
sex
buying it.
Disagree.
sells.
People
I
buying
disagree.
it.
Hold on.
Sex
Richard,
sells.
I disagree with the stereotypical standard that everything is slack, because there is a lot of new artists and current artists who are very mainstream where their music isn't always projecting slackness. Um so I don't agree with the stereotype attached to that. Not everything is that. And that's why I mentioned maybe they could have done that in a better way, because there are still big mainstream artists that aren't just pushing sex sex sex. um some people are telling stories about life, and their journeys. Maybe that was their setting and they should have took over that and ran with the rhythm to do that. You know what I mean? But not everything is just slack, 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 slack.
I'm gonna pick up where Lady D left off. The mature group of entertainers, artists that is doing the slackness should know better. They're not doing better, and the producers who are producing are not looking for anyone that want to do culture or roots. They're looking for a quick come up, money,
Because
money,
that's
money,
what's
money,
selling.
money,
That's what I'm
money.
trying to tell
And
you.
it's
It's what
up.
is selling.
It's kind of okay for the younger people to be creative because their kind of slackness is not as bad as the older school slackness. They kind of put it in a neater version on what I think Jai is trying to say. They can do it about romance and in the bedroom, but it's not as bad as back in the days. And back in the days, artists are coming back and acting like they're young and bringing forth the slackness even worse than before. And that's what this lady is speaking of. That's what lady is speaking of. That's what I'm agreeing on. I don't want to hear it. I hear it so much. I see it on there. I spoke with Charger yesterday on the radio. He correct me a lot, and I do the same with him. I said, I thought you're not going to play no more gun tune. And he said, respect, thanks. This is the last one. I did a song on the gully and sent to him. He listened. He said, yes, it sounds good, but you're not going to put that out there. He said, no, do it. He said, no, do nothing on the beat. I mean, respect him for every knowledge him share with me. So we have to be in agreement as adults to realize that we don't need to listen. We not don't need to support this. You can put three in a man head, three in a man gut, and people are laughing and support it. No, 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 no. And woman should stand up. Woman should stand up. The real woman should stand up and say no to these type of slackness music.
To some of the music that are coming out, and I wouldn't necessarily say a lot of old school artists. It's in the mainstream of the younger artists. And yes, Jai, stand corrected with it, and it's not where I was phrasing all music, because obviously it is not all music, because you have very good artists out there that are singing good songs. You have some artists that are singing good songs, even DJing some good songs. And yes, we did have that kind of slackness back in the days, and we used to broke out and carry on, but it was in a um more tasteful form. Some of them was in a more tasteful form. And that's all we're saying is that, yeah, we need to get back to a little more tasteful form and get back to music that matters, especially in this environment that we're living in right now. Um, you know, the gun music, definitely we need to just like exit it. There's too much lives that are being lost senselessly, and a lot of them don't even live. A lot of them don't even live and haven't even lived in that type of environment. Um, in that type of environment to be speaking on it and acting like that's the life that they live, you know. So yeah, I would. So I know Jai got disconnected. So she's not here to rebut. But yeah, I would hope that we research our thing. Now for this last part here, anybody else have anything else to say in regards to it? Because there's a lot. Nico, do you all know this artist? What's his name? I see. What is his name? I don't even know about him, but even the whole dancehall culture, I think entertainment culture is to the rear, and I don't know where it's, well, okay, once again I'm using this all. It's not all, but a lot of this culture and stuff like that is just um not is just not good. It's just not at a good place. And I'm hoping that things will change with a lot of the music and make it music of substance that be played. But in in uh, in that note, right? Unless someone else wanted to say something.
How
Oh,
was they had the Jamaican Music Award, right?
I'm sorry. Say that
They
again.
had the Jamaican Music Award last month in Atlanta.
They did. I don't know.
I thought I saw some advertisement pertaining to it.
Okay, okay. No, I
I
don't.
was
I
trying
don't
to
know of that. I don't know of that.
because it's program like those and what have you that can change the music industry. And these are not American music award. This is supposed to be either the Caribbean music award or Jamaican music award.
Call.
But mm,
I'm sorry. Calling number. I was asked calling number. It's 706-707-8952. Number again is 706-707-8952. I guess persons wants to call in and we didn't have the number up, or I'm not saying the number in regards to our reasoning on this topic here. As to the music and the folklore ships of it, if there's such a word.
mhm.
There's such a word as a
It's a
folk.
word now.
Yeah, it's a word. No.
Yeah, Korean. You say we have our own language.
Yeah, create your own sing thing.
Oh, what's that?
Hello, caller. You are live on the air.
DJ VJ Smiles.
Baby daddy.
Right, right
Congratulations,
beside there, we are doing strongly
congratulations.
right over Rufus there, and thing, you see it. Yeah, man, this birthday, man, happy birthday forwarding. Now,
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
when it comes on to Faye Ellington, figure buy a wig and leave these young people thing alone. The young people, them is not on the one love what one dance can do anymore. Is rifle walk and spit in them out. It always happen when it comes on to the young youth, them when they getting into the music industry, somebody always try to play gatekeeping. That's why them have the new rhythm and the new style and the new this, and the elders them can't handle it because the kids them this and the kids them that. Now you tell me a young producer touch our elder music beat, and of course, yeah, some little dirty song upon it, but everybody love it. Our kids, our grandkids are gonna jump and dance to it and bringing it back. So what this gonna cause now is no young youth is going to touch no old rhythm again just because of this. So
And
any
that's good.
rhythm on get after this, accept it.
Well, that's good. Maybe they don't need to touch any of the old rhythm. And if they do touch any of the old rhythm, they need to touch it with volume.
With respect, yeah.
They need to touch it.
So
They
why
need to
why
touch
Pre-
it
Christian them
properly.
Present it with respect, more or less.
But I cannot understand what Smiles are saying right now. It's like each generation criticize the next generation. And for me, when me they a young boy, they are going with them young boy are going. So me kind of see where either way you look at it, it's
No,
why it's not.
there-
It's like
there's no compromising.
no
There's no
look on the song
compromising of
undercover
it.
lover. We are undercover
Yeah,
lover 2 year. We love it 2 year. What the
yeah.
thing and wash it when you wash it and it turn down and the woman and this and that and grinds man and
Like,
we love it like fresh vegetable.
smiles.
You see,
That's the worst song in reggae history. Me love me 2 year old.
all right.
That's the worst song in history.
yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
And that is
I
what
don't
we
even
was
like
playing
that
on the
song
radio
because I don't
station,
even play
Faye
that song.
Ellington radio station. It was playing on also. So make sure you buy a wig and leave the young youth them alone. This is for
No,
their our grandkids
I
and all
agree.
that.
I with with certain songs we cannot be biased about DJ resistance. We cannot just throw shit on it and feel like that
Yeah, because those songs are part of the culture, you
yeah,
know?
it's the same way if you're saying some Miss Lou um little portraits and you gonna change it around and shit on it. I mean, it's not tasteful. So when you come up with songs like 2 Year Old and you can't done and you this and you that and that, those were not rhythms that was out of struggles. So I can gravitate with Faye Ellington on that, because it's not everything has to be or has to be vulgar. If you're going to remake something such as that, then you need to remake it with taste. You could have
Lady D,
sung a lot of those songs to DJ VJ Smash without
what's the
having to
number
be
one
so
country in the
derogatory
world?
as
No,
some
no, lady. Truthfully, what I go on smile, hold on. The young people who me hear upon the beat, honestly, the lyrics them talking, yeah, it's sexual, but it's not. It wasn't. It's not to be considered
stop
slack.
it.
It's
Stop
the
it.
older. It's a middle aged and older
The
group
respect of
going to deep flatness.
the respect
Question.
I always have a saying, and Queen know my saying. Moulton sideway we say
Sideways makes you say anything.
you
But
put
I
play.
listen to a lot of them. You have Kenny Blessing on there. You have a lot of
Mm.
artists on the beat.
It's
You
not
have a
it's not the entire rhythm that is slack, and terrible. But you have some artists on there that Stephen McGregor would have say, yo, this too terrible.
yes,
Understand? Yeah. So
yes.
there are songs on that rhythm that is tasteless. And I like a lot of his songs, but on this, it was, I think, even Chronic Law song did was like, whoa. There's artists on their songs, because I took the privilege of sitting down and listening to them. And I didn't want to call out any particular one's name, but some of the songs on them it was not necessary on that rhythm. It wasn't necessary.
Yeah, a lot of them is not necessary, but most of the younger ones, the on there was sounding real good.
Yeah, and sometimes we need to not go with the norm of everything DJ VJ Smiles and the respecter. Sometimes we need to set the trend and make changes, because if all we're feeding is sex and killing, then that's all is going to be projected in the
Are the
universe.
woman them do it? Are the woman them do it? What's the
Oh,
number one
what the
country in
woman
the
them
world where
do?
you jacket the man?
You gonna jacket now.
Yes.
You got weird
And the girl
jacket.
them want to strip it inside you. And the make it everything inside you. And the girls them want that, and the man the number one jacket, the man them buy Benz and Lexus and Beamer for impress what woman we give them jacket at Jamaica. Like
See, we come
them
back.
out.
We are
The
gonna
de-
touch. We are gonna touch. This jacket. We're gonna touch this jacket thing, because they have a jacket court. What's that? What's that? They have
jacket
some.
court, yeah,
They
on the
have
big
some
TV there.
jacket court business going there now.
Yeah,
Right?
find on YouTube. Yeah.
So I guess we have to we
Watch
have
it
to
now,
we have
right?
to indulge in the jacket court, since DJ PJ Smith um gonna stray from what we're saying in regards to the rhythm. I know I try
It's
to
a good
why
switch.
everything on a man want to upon woman. Why don't take
They don't them a
responsibility?
choice for we.
No,
Right.
it is what it is.
Give me 2 minutes, lady. 2 minutes.
Hold on, before me give you a few minutes. Cool. Mom J. Cool says no. I guess that's the Queen. It's going to happen in Florida next week. I think that's the award thing you're talking about, Queen.
Okay.
Memorial
Okay.
Day weekend in Florida, and
Yeah, I know I saw some
she also
flyer
said
potentially.
several major reggae music festivals are scheduled for 2026, with key events including
Yeah,
Reggae
Mr.
Rise Up
Martin show.
Florida in March,
Yes, I saw. Yeah, I was going with that.
and reggae Sunfest in Jamaican Chat. Yeah, we know about the Sunfest. All right, go ahead, the respecter.
Yeah, we all say this many, many times on the show that we can't, where the jacket thing is concerned, we can't too much blame one person. We can't blame the man, we can't blame the woman. Yeah, the negative lean strong up on the woman's side because the woman have the power to say no to me, and let her know to me means no.
Hey,
Especially if she have a man.
you make me turn African.
Woman
Hey,
have the power to say no and let her know be no. And if
hey,
man, if me keep pushing on upon her, she go to a man and tell a man say, you know, so this man down the corner and I won't leave me alone. I make
hey.
the man deal with him.
Mhm, mhm.
That's all.
Me don't know about
Yeah,
that. I don't know
you
about
see the
that.
life,
I
what
don't
The
know.
people
woman have the power to say no.
Not all the
are
time. So
Listen,
where does rape
money,
mean? Where does go ahead, MC? I'm sorry.
I said money for stop be Johnny Appleseed and go from woman to woman to woman to woman. He stay with one. Stay with one, and you have a good chance at a bunch of them. Some of them will be yours, or all of them will be yours. But you go from one to one to one, everybody could claim it because you know, say you go to everybody. So say that could be mine. That could be mine. You know
Yeah.
what? You know.
See, Mom J. Cool say, no, you're
polygamy needed.
talking gibberish, respecter. Yes, DJ VJ
How
Snap.
is that gibberish? The
What?
woman have the control.
All right,
Wait a
The
minute.
woman have what the man wants.
Hold on. Go on. This
The
is
woman have what the man have what the woman have what the man want. Me
I'ma
can't come
say
to you,
this.
lady D,
I'ma
and
say
say to lady D, give me some now.
I'ma
I'm
say
here pressure
this.
and pressure and pressure. Are you give it to me?
I'ma say this.
No.
No,
You
we're
know means no.
gonna get deeper into this next week because we're gonna talk about this sexual violence. We're going to talk about the same thing that we're
polygamy.
doing, that you men are doing right now, covering for men, and the rape that happens to women, the beat down that a
Polygamy.
lot of women get when they say no, the harassment, the constant harassment.
Polygamy.
For next thing you know, that when we go tell women and women end up dead, then the backlash on top of it, because we send our brothers and men out there because we are being harassed by you men, where you men need to sit with each other and talk to each other about stop harassing women for their vagina.
Polygamy.
That's what you need to sit down and talk about, and stop put everything upon
Polygamy.
woman, but woman have right.
Polygamy. If you want let's
But
rape,
woman have
polygamy.
right. What you
Want
mean
same-sex
polygamy?
polygamy.
Stop your foolish stuff with your polygamy
Polygamy.
business. All right,
Less robbery.
mom.
Watch this now, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
See, it the killing and the raping of Jamaica turns into a song that the artist make money off of and help him mother and him family. That is what Jamaica is about. The young man say, "Oh, the granny get raped, the daughter get raped, grandpa get killed." Wait to turn into a song, and that artist help and take care of mother and him father and him family. So we have to look at it as that. If we don't have polygamy, it's going to be rape and incest and a whole lot of things. You know that Jamaica
Ooh,
spent
what
two
a
point eight
Smile,
million
smile,
US
smile,
dollars
smile.
on elephant last year.
Exactly.
ooh,
That direction is not the right direction.
that
Yes, sir, not
that
the right direction. The man them who are singing about put two in a belly and two in a head and two in a this and two in a that. I
listen,
idiot them.
we have 3 minutes. We gotta sign off, but I'm gonna
Now
tell you
we have
this.
only 2 minutes, man. Only by the
Next week,
association on the top
next
channel of
week,
YouTube's radio around the world.
next week
But we're going
is
to do it
going to
till
be
midnight.
next week is going to be stress.
This is something else.
This is a
What?
mess. I can't believe cool mom Cool J says um men don't know the word no. And she also says, I'm not interested in you. They become starlets. Listen,
But
you men, this is where I was telling, and then I'm gonna let you go, MC. This is where I was saying to you all. I was watching this conference, and this woman was explaining, you men are the downfall of each other because you all don't stand up and make a man know say it's wrong. Now here we come with polygamy for rape, for abuse,
mm,
for come on now. Come
mm,
on now, for harassment, for
mm,
murder.
mm,
You men. are the problem. You are your own problem and you are condoning your brothers, your
Yep.
friends, your cousins' actions towards women because here you goes with polygamy as an excuse for more rape,
Yes,
for more
yes.
abuse. For more,
Only
come
thing
on,
white people
Smiles.
screwed up is black
Smiles,
people
I'm
get into
disappointed.
polygamy. Want
Smiles,
to
I,
I'm
win? Black race
disappointed.
want to win? Polygamy. If not, we leave it alone.
I'm
The only thing
disappointed.
black people scared of, white people scared of is polygamy. And if we don't get into it, we're the first tribe on earth, and we only 15% of the earth right now, and 3 billion there, African tree,
Listen
and
to you.
Indian tree,
You should be
over China, and
ashamed
some
of what
sprinkles
you're
alone.
saying. You should be ashamed of what you're sitting here saying.
you know, I'm
No,
just, I was,
polygamy.
You should be ashamed, DJ Venus fans, of what you coming on the air and
Why?
saying.
yes.
What you
Do you
mean?
know that? Listen
Why?
to this now. Listen to this now. Listen how important this is.
If a
If
person
your father,
choose,
Lady
because
D,
there's this choice, DJ VJ Smiles, there is choice. If a person
why you
chooses
think God
to
make,
be,
make it 50 woman to
it
one
God
man?
not
What
make
we are
it
doing?
no way. God make it no way. It just happen. Let me tell you something.
Why?
If you
Why?
gonna
Because
sit
we love
there
put it
and
inside.
say,
I
if
make
you
it put it inside.
DJ VJ Smiles, if you gonna sit there and say that I don't have a choice to be with one person and a man, some
Yeah, you're gonna
men
get born in the next
doesn't
two
have the
weeks.
choice. It's all right. We make them galang and go do the bond, but if I choose, okay, to love myself and my body and give my body and myself to one person, then every man out there should be respecting that and not want to come rape a woman, beat a woman, stalk a woman, and
Polygamy.
murder a woman
Polygamy.
because a woman do not
Polygamy.
Well,
want to
oh,
be.
really? So listen how polygamy works. Because right now I'm looking, it's
Ah,
4.17 billion males to 4.13 billion females. So you mean say polygamy that we have, so we have two husbands.
hey!
What do tell us, man?
Because of, since we have more, since more of you. So are we to have that, are we to have the two husband then?
Oh,
Right.
That's
And
what's
listen,
God made
happening.
it that way. That's why every man supposed to have at least about 10 wife and 10
a
No,
girlfriends.
lot.
no. There's
You know,
more women. So
You not
no, I mean there's more men right now. There's more men. So it means that we should have two husbands instead.
have more
So,
women than men in this world.
oh, you know that.
no, I just told you, I read the results. It says
All
as
right.
men,
She's talking statistic, Go ahead,
it
MC.
says it says male slightly outnumbers the female population. Men have risen above. So now there's more males. So that means that we need to have more than one man. So we should have the polygamy two man, two
And
husband.
and then
And
if
if the
we
woman
choose,
can done, right? Ashaba
uh,
said that. So then
uh,
we have two husband then, right?
and then if we are to do that, hear them come with murder and
Yeah.
beat because you
And
have
reap all them foolishness there.
this like mind where you come with, mind where you come with a reasoning
But
Thursday. You depend and try come with these arguments.
And they can flip right on you again.
you want the crime rate to stop?
The
Because
excuse is what women can do, what men can do.
Say
the
that
man Jamaica now get no cuckoo.
them
So what
freaky.
you expect?
They freaky
What
and
do
they
you
need to go.
expect if
They
the man
need to
them not
go
get no cuckoo? Cause the girl them a sell the cuckoo. If you don't have no money, you not get no cuckoo. And if the
Yes,
man then can't get no
we
cuckoo, them
done.
are gonna
We
take it.
done. We
If
done.
you don't put them in polygamy, you could say whatever you want. Smile say whatever you want. And if it don't work out, the situation's gonna be
Good
continuous
night,
and continuous
Smiles.
and continuous.
I,
Good
I
night.
will just say this. Put joke aside with the two husband and all of that.
Good.
With the rape, man no rape for sexual satisfaction. They rape mostly for power, to overpower a woman. That is the reason most of the time man
We're
rape, not just sexual satisfaction.
we're dedicating the entire show next week to
Mhm.
just how we end it because PJ VJ Smiles, you are one of the ones who contributing to the effort that is going on that men is projecting on women. Okay?
What's that? What's
You
that?
all are condoning.
Not set an example for the younger men.
and them is doing,
What
and
are we
that
condoning?
is the problem. Next week, man.
Relationship, bedroom relationship.
Next week, man. Next week, man. We gotta get I
Hey,
we
next
gotta
week
get
be there.
out of
I'm
here.
gonna make sure they forward off on 10 o'clock early next week. And listen to that, breed a black girl. Me not breed a black girl, me breed one her.
Congratulations on your soon to be baby.
It's dark, baby. It's dark,
On
baby.
your black
Me not breed
baby.
no black woman in America. Hell no.
Oh gosh. Yeah, so you breed a black woman. So bless up, bless
Me
up.
breed
Congratulations.
Good night, each and every one.
No,
We
me
love
breed
you
one
all.
line. Me not breed a black woman in America. If you breed a black woman in America, you gotta have the kid's bedroom until they're 65 years old because of relationship problems and him coming back home or she coming back home with the kids. Those things that
DJ Sly,
happens. And you
come
have to
off
have
of the line. Come off the line. Come off of the line. Love you
Clear
all
me
to
line,
the maximum.
love no, listen. Y'all need a flyer for the show. Y'all need a flyer for
I
the show
got it.
that
I
I can
have it.
put
I have it. I keep having to give, but sometimes I
in
forget.
a show.
But I'm gonna send you the one that we have, and you all can tweak it and do what you all want to do.
Okay. I love this show
Okay.
so much. I listen keep up the great work. Keep giving out the on-air numbers so people can call in and call in and call in instead of just the panel alone. People
Okay.
on, you know what I mean?
All
So
right.
on,
We
so on,
will.
so on. So, there be
We
a live
will.
TV. Big up on yourself. YouTubesradio.com, the powerhouseradio.com, Victorious
Yes.
Radio. Up DJ VJ Smiles. Crank it until the crank off. Me love you.
Big up yourself.
Love you. Love you. Man, we're out of the air chair, folks. We are out. Thank you all so much. Tune in next week. Tune in next week because it's gonna be interesting. And I was to put it on the site here, the YouTube channel for Kimani Stevens that gonna be joining us in regards to her side of the story on her abuse and how she was able to get away and chose her. Alrighty. And I'm also going to play the clip in regards to the young lady speaking in regards to the men and the condoning of what men are doing. And men are the problem. So we're going to talk about all that. The Respecter, love you to the maximum. Queen, love you to the
Love
maximum.
you, love you.
Out.
Night, night.
Check
River Dirty.
Check me out Saturday, 12 to 4 p.m. Be sure to join me for the Lady D show. Sunday, all about love, nothing but love, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Be sure to log it on. Let's gripe each and every Wednesday, 7 to 8 p.m. And as you're doing right now, you're vibing with Reason and Thursdays. And be sure to check out all the fantabulous programmings on YouTubesradio.com with their multiple rooms that they have over there. And be sure to check out Victorious 89.1 FM. Blessings upon blessings upon blessings. And do be sure to make it over to the Respecters birthday bash for all who can make it out there. Let's celebrate him. I'm going to walk up in the house for a little bit as well. So make sure that you all come on out to the Respecter birthday bash. Respecter, where you make 25?
You mad man. Long past that. Me not idea, you know. Me not do like some people. 63.
All right.
Right.
All right. So it is at 487 North Stone Mountain, Lithonia Road, and it's taking place tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. All righty. And 8 p.m. until doors open at 8 p.m. Okay. Free entry. So you don't have to worry. Just come with a couple of dollars in your pocket to buy up the bar and buy up the wonderful food that will be sold. Music by Sir DJ Charger and Hard Drive. So blessings and happy birthday once again to you, the Respecter. Good night. Who else want to say good night?
Night, good night, good night.
Mom,
Good night.
Mom J. Cool, blessings to you. Thanks for tuning in and conferencing with us. Don Mine it as usual. Blessing. Donna, how you doing? Sharon, each and everyone. Blossom, each and everyone that's tuning in, coming along with us each and every week. All righty. Queen, you want to say? Our Queen said, MC, you want to
I
say?
said it already.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The best in music.
Good night.
Good night.
You keep saying
Love you guys.
you're loving.
Definitely, definitely. We love you.
You're in tune to the Powerhouse Radio, linking the world to the Caribbean.